life.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's good to have you here again at another Brownie Thursday stream. Join us this morning. How has your week been? It has been very, very good. For those of you watching online, you're welcome. It's good to see you. It's good to see each and every one of you. And for those of us on site, Ken, it's good to see you. Emma, it's good to see you. Jerry Holkill, it's good to see you. Jay, it's good to see you. Victor, it's good to see you. I'm back. Final question. It's good to see you. And all of us online, it's good to see you. Welcome to another Brownie Thursday stream. Today's stream, as always, will be phenomenal to the exception. We're going to learn a lot. We're going to have a recap of what the other weeks have been like to keep our minds fresh because we need to make sales and we will make sales in this end of the season. So we're going to have a recap of that and then something fresh for you. The trainer will be letting you in on what that fresh stuff we're talking about will be. So hang on, sit, stay till what that fresh thing she wants to let us know will be about. With that being said, welcome to the training. This is Proudly Global and we are a real estate marketing and development company here in the southeast of Nigeria and gradually spreading across the world. We also have a platform where we accept and help train realtors from startup to scaling to becoming professional realtors. And with that also being said, talking about professional realtors, we have Realtor School. It will come up later. Realtor School will come up later. It's a platform where you can start from knowing nothing to making your first sales. Lots of testimonials have come from those who have joined Realtor School. We have one here with that. Yes, we have testimony. Yes, so yes, we have someone here who joined the platform, Realtor School, and in less than 2 months, was it 2 months or 3 months? 2 months made her first sale. So Realtor School is the place for you if you want to learn. Let's come aboard. With that being said, let's jump straight into what it's all about. We cannot start off this training very well without, first of all, conditioning our mind, our spirit, and our souls to actually glean things that will be coming from the training and also better our lives. Like my boss and mentor would always say, your words are more than your words. So right about now, we're going to take our affirmations, and as always, I want you to take it very seriously. See it as a place of high belief. Right? With that being said, for those of us on the site and those online, please join us on this. Relax. Forget whatever it is that's bothering you right now. Focus on the words you're about to say. Are we together? Yeah. I'm taking a deep breath out. Deep breath in. Hold it there. Let it out. I am the best at what I do. I create exceptional results. I have the skills, knowledge, drive, and ambition to achieve my goals. I persist until I succeed. I execute. I am proactive. Impossibility does not exist. I am not afraid to ask for help and seek knowledge. Success begins with my mindset. Today and always, I will strive for excellence. I am surrounded by smart, capable, and supportive individuals. Today is an opportunity to learn, grow, and become a better version of. I am grateful for my job, business, work, family, friends, colleagues, and new experiences. Yes, I can do great things. It may not be easy, but it will be worth it. I give 100% to my goals. I see the big picture. I am Roy Moashimole. Nothing is too big for my mind.
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 Nothing dies in my hand.
Nothing dies in my hand.
It's a round of applause for yourselves. If every word that I said right now is my reality and you live it and experience it. With that being said, we jump straight into the training for today. And last week she said something which I took very seriously, and but even after saying it seriously, that's not sure what to tell me. For those who don't understand people, it means if you want a chopper. So last week, quite truth is that she said she just had so much of please, Alex. Well, also not on chocolate. I was still gonna cut like so, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to jump into the training proper. Ladies and gentlemen, she's a phenomenal woman, a superstar realtor, an award-winning realtor, known across Nigeria, across the globe, and across. Ladies and gentlemen, they are not other than our very phenomenal superstar realtor. They seem that
Thank you, Roy. Let's shake my leg. My leg become very stable. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good to have you all back to our holiday trainings, courtesy of Brother Family and Realtor School. Good to see you, Ken. Good to see you, Manuel. Good to see you, Roy. Good to see you. They're only here.
Thank you,
Good
Mama.
to see you, Choose. And our right guy, please. Good to see you also. And those joining us online, good to have you all back in today's training, right? You know how we roll? Once you jump on live, type hashtag live and where you are watching us from. Type hashtag live and where you are watching us from. All right. Like you all know, my name is Jessica Okwana, what do you realtor? And today I'll be handling today's training right here in Body Global. Now, this training comes to your way every Thursday by 10 a.m. Right? And good to have you all back. So, before now, for past Thursdays, like 2 Thursdays right now, we'll be talking about how to make sales in these environments, in this series, right?
Yes, sir.
How many of us have been following this series? I mean, we've run it like for 2 years, 2 weeks right now. And I know we have been taking action, right?
Yes.
We've been taking action, we've learned a lot from that. So I know also that some people just joined us. Maybe they just joined us for the first time. Maybe this is even their first training they are joining us. And I would just like to run through the sections we've had so far from the previous Thursdays, right? We are good to go, right? So I'm going to run through the trainings we've had so far because I mean we're still in the ember period, right? We've entered one of the safety after just like that today or so we are into that season. We are into that season of spending. We're into that season of buying, right? And that is why we're running through this series so that people like you and me, that is the realtor, will know how to take advantage of this season and make the most out of it, right? I mean, literally everybody is preparing for this season. If you don't know, most of the market women, they are bought their goods. They are keeping down their goods. In fact, one of my clients, his container was dropping order last week or when, all in preparation for the month, for the ember period. Then imagine you that is a realtor. What is your own preparation like? So these are people that feel that they have business. So if you too, as a realtor, don't feel that you have a business, then you have no preparation, right? So that is why I am here, or we are here to remind you that you are a realtor and real estate is your business. whether you like it or not, right? Except you have wished and say that, oh, I'm not going to take this as a student, then forget about it, right? And that is why we are just here to remind ourselves that real estate is our business, and that is why you have to make preparation. You have to have business plans. You have to make plans for your business, right? And that is why I am going to run through the training so far because they said what repetition breeds what? Repetition breeds what? Mastery.
Mastery.
Yes, repetition breeds mastery. If you repeat these things often, we master it and we begin to take action, we begin to do it. Right? So that is why I am here today to run through the process or through the series we've had so far on how to make sales in this Ember month before I will go into the proper topic that we have today, which is how to leverage on property launching and inspections to make sale at a right? Are we good to go? Please don't join us online. Let me see the fire emoji on the comment section and don't forget to tell us where you are watching us from. So today, so far we'll be talking about how to, how to leverage this Ember period to make sales or how to make sales in this Ember period. And we've talked about that. In the first training, we talked about what this season is all about, right? This season is all about buying. It's all about spending. Even me that is right here. I'm also planning on how to spend this season, right? The same way people that want to buy properties are also preparing on how to spend. Now, what are the things you need to do to take advantage of this spending period? I don't know how many of us have heard about this chemical, this feel-good chemical called dopamine. Yeah, right. How many of us have heard about it? Let me know in the comment section if you have heard about it. Dopamine is a chemical one of the chemicals that help us to feel good. And that is why when somebody compliments you, you smile, right? You feel good. That is the work of dopamine. And this Ember period is a dopamine mood period, right? Because people feel good to buy, people feel good to spend. And one of the best times to market to people or to sell to people is when they are ready to buy. The feel good period. And after you see people keep spending till the Ember period is over, and then when they now recover themselves, and then they're saying, oh, January is hard, February is hard, But let us even think of it. When all those spending is gone, you even ask yourself, where did those money go to? Right? You even ask yourself, where did that money go to during those spending period? The money just exchanged hands. It went to people that were ready to collect. Right? So if you are not ready to collect, you will lose your own share of the money, right? So when people are saying January is hard about it, because they don't position themselves to receive. Right? So that's why we are here today to talk about it. So the first thing we talked about was having a bright mindset. Know that this season is not a season of going to sleep, dropping your little badge, or dropping your banner and say, please let me look for Christmas clothes to sell right now. And then you drop your little badge and then go over to start selling Christmas clothes, Christmas tree. And after that, you now come back when you now need real money. They say you want to pay rent, you want to do this by January. You now come back and start attacking sales. And you know what happens? You're bringing desperation, right? And sales hates desperation. If you're desperate to sell, the sale will not come. That's how money works too. If you're desperate to make money, money will not come, right? But if you sit down and make plans, then money will come because there's a process for it, right? So you need to have the right mindset. Know that this period is a good period for you to also take advantage of it. It's a good season for you to make money out of it, right? So you need to have the right mindset that this thing is going to work, and selling does not have a season, right? It doesn't have a season. You will not say, oh, because it's raining, people are not going to buy. oh, because it is now Christmas period, people are not buying property. That is a horrible mindset. And that is one of the mindsets we talked about that you should eliminate. Cut it off. Because some people they say, oh, people don't used to buy during rainy season. And you see, and you've forgotten that your thoughts become things, right? And it becomes your life too. So if you're thinking that, oh, people don't make sales, you're just telling yourself that you're shutting your brain and shutting your life that you're not going to make sales because it is rainy season. And you end up not making sales because that is what you have been thinking, carrying on along, right? So one of the things you need to do is to eliminate those negative mindsets and then have positive mindset and know that selling does not have a season. You can actually sell anytime, any day. Know that people are buying every single day. Even as I am speaking with you, some property transactions are going on. It's just for you to decide what is going to pass through you or not. Right? So this is one of the things that we talked about. And then we talked about you should have a strong why. Right after having the mindset, you should have a strong why. Why are you doing what you are doing? Why are you doing real estate? Right? Why are you doing real estate? For me, when I finished from school, in fact, before I even graduated, I was really thinking about my life after school. Like I was already afraid of what they'll be talking about. I don't know how many of us had that feeling when we were about to leave school. I don't know whether most of us had that feeling. But for me, I was afraid of leaving school. Because number one, nobody's going to be sending me money again. Everybody will not say, oh, you're through with school now. Look for a job, right? I was so afraid of that part of my life. And that is why I started thinking of what my life would be like after school. That is when I started thinking, oh, I would like to practice real estate, right? Because I know that because back then in school, I used to see lecturers with their cars and everything. Everybody became outreach. And comparing our department with other departments, with the kind of cars I used to park in front of our department only, be like, there's money in this place. And when I now did my IT in Ministry of Lands, hey, that's when I used to hear my boss say, money is passing this way, money is passing this way, because people are literally coming to that place every day to carry out one transaction or the other, right? So at that time, I saw that this thing is actually working. This is a good place to make cool money for yourself, right? And then is when I started thinking to myself, how will I start real estate, right? Because I was afraid of being broke. And I was afraid of being jobless after school, right? So this fear is what made me to start looking for how to start real estate. And I watched a lot of videos. Maybe that would be another stage, another story for another day, right? I watched a lot of videos of how to get started, and that is why, see, this is a blessing to this generation. Real talk, people. It's really a blessing because if you know the struggle of starting out real estate, you appreciate this. You appreciate real estate and real talk school. Because then they broke it down step by step. Before I don't even know how to start, right? Until I met with Mr. Jeff, and then I started. Now, why I'm talking about this story is because you need to know your why, right? Why are you doing what you are doing? Why do you decide to do real estate? And because if you know your why, if your why is strong enough, you will be able to face every challenge, right? And you see that this challenge is not going to challenge me because I know why I am here, right? That is why when you say you are going to do this, you are doing it despite the challenges. Despite when clients are saying, no, this place is too far, I'm not going to buy. You are not giving up because you know why you are doing it, right? I was doing real estate and I stayed committed because I don't want to go back to my former self, which former self is being broke and not being able to afford what I want to afford and not be able to pay, do stuff as an adult, right? So because of that, my wife, I stayed strong even when people are saying no to me. right? And that is why you need to know that a lot of no's is a road to your yes. And if people are not saying no to you, there will be no road to your yes. Because how will you be able to know that? How will you be able to know this objection and know how to handle it? It's because you get a no, and that's when you know reflect on it and know how to handle it subsequently, right? So you need to have a strong why. Your why should be strong enough to keep you going, right? Have a strong why. Why are you doing what you are doing? Why are you doing what you are doing? Please, Mr. David said it's because of his kids, right? He don't want his kids to suffer. And I mean, a lot of parents are in that category, right? Even me too. I would like to be like that, right? And real estate is like one of the platform. In fact, it's the only platform that can help you achieve whatever you want to achieve in life, right? Be it that best school you want to look at again, be it property that you want to hand over to your children. It's only real estate that can help you do that, right? Because many other people that are doing business, they are doing business to come back to real estate, right? You see people, some business owners, like selling, you see, let's take for instance, people selling machine parts or selling motor parts. Most of them, after selling all those things, they still take their money back to real estate. So you see that you are in the right place, right? And that is why you need to have your why. Your why should be strong enough. Don't don't just do it because they say real estate is good. If you are doing it because they say real estate is good, you don't go take for the business, right? Small challenge, you are out, right? So challenges, have a strong why that will make the challenges not to be like a challenge for you, right? Then we talked about staying committed. That this period is the period of you to stay committed and not just interested. Now, a lot of people are just interested in real estate, right? They like the idea of, oh, if I sell 100 million naira house, I'll be getting 10%. Now, stay in your mind, think like an investor. So if this 10 million enter my house, I will send 2 million to my mother. I will send this one. I will use this one to build the house. I will move this one. I will move that one. Those investor vibes will come into your head because you're already feeling good about the commission that I've not even touched, right? So people like that part, and they forget that there is part for the work. There's the planting season and there's the harvesting season. And for you to harvest, you need to plant. And this planting is by staying committed, right? It's by staying committed. Okay, I have decided I'm going to do this. Now, what am I going to do? You set your plan, you stay committed. You see that it's either real estate or real estate. That's what I told myself when I started, right? It's either real estate because I've checked my life. I cannot come down to start learning how to sew clothes. I cannot even calm down to learn how to make up. I mean, there are other businesses, right? I've looked at my life and see that, oh, there's no other thing I can do after this real estate. I tell you, or real estate, right? And that's what kept me. I stayed committed. So despite that, people were not calling me. So staying committed will help even when you're not getting results, you are there, right? Even when nobody's calling you, you are there, right? But it is in staying committed that will bring those activities that people will look at and call you afterwards, right? It's not by disappearing, by doing one leg in or one leg out. If you are doing one leg, you say, I know now she's not going to stay long with this thing. I said it, she worked most fine for 2 days and she will disappear, right? But when you stay committed, despite that, people are not even, you're even getting one like one view set, you do video finish 20 minutes and you just see one view. It would, instead of keep on discouraged, you just keep pushing it out there. And the thing is that you don't even know the video that the person is going to watch to call you. And that is why staying committed is very, very important. Don't just be interested. So we talked about staying committed. So this season, like I say, is a planting season, right? And just like I usually say, there is even Bible says there's time for everything, right? So there's time to plant and there's time to harvest. So if you don't plant, you can't harvest. And the universe will not say, "Oh, let's have mercy on this guy. He has been he tried real estate since, so he has not made any sale. Okay, let's okay. Frank has a client that wants to buy 5 clothes. Okay, Frank, can you give can you get the client to be so her that she can, get commission. She shall be here. It doesn't work that way, right? It doesn't come out of pity. It comes out of work. It comes out of being committed and doing what you're supposed to do. Right? So this is that season. Because when you plant, you are going to harvest. And just like what I said earlier, that when people say January is always hard and all of that, meanwhile money just exchange hands. So when money exchange hands, it means that you gave it to the people that needed it, right? Now when you're not ready, when you did not make yourself available to receive that money, you'll be among those that are complaining that January is hard. Right? So what do you need to do now? What do you need to do now? Now that you have known this, what do you need to do? You need to position yourself to be among the people that will be on the receiving end. Right? So that once the dopamine period is over, once that feel good period is over, you know how it used to be like juju. That's pretty for you. And you now go to sleep. In fact, this period is when some of those periods that people don't go to sleep and then wait. January will continue again, right? So you now go to sleep once that period. So they will not finish short with it. Once you are not planting this time, then reaching that January or next year, what happens is that you are now in the urgent need for money. And you must have it. And that's when people start saying things like, "Oh, buy from me so that I will see money and chop. Patronize me so that I will see food chop." Something like that. Some people start making those kind of posts. This is because you never planned. And if you didn't, even that normal thing, so if you don't plan to succeed, you plan to fail, right? Something like that. So there's always a plan, and this is a planning time. And we talked about how you can position yourself. But this is the time you need to position yourself. Now that you have understood all of this, use it for your own favor. Right? Now that you have understood that this is how this period is, you need to use it for your favor. Right? So now that you have understood this, you need to position yourself. How do these people find you? Now that you know that you are in buying season, you need to position yourself for you to be findable. Right? And that is where your content comes in. So we talked about how to position yourself. You need to know who you are going to sell. Right? You need to know what they are looking for. Right? What is their pain point? What is their problem? Remember, you're a real estate consultant, right? And as a consultant, your job is to provide solution. So it is in providing solution that people get to find you. And that is when value is exchanged. And once value is exchanged, there is money coming in, right? So you need to position yourself, find who you are going to sell. We've talked about people that buy real estate. Know the one you are going to sell. As a matter of fact, all of them are buying almost every day, right? So you need to know where they go to, where did they go make their sales, how did they find you, and position yourself so that at that period they are calling you. Like so many diaspora, they come back during this one period just to buy properties. So when you're not positioning yourself now, how will they reach out to you? So you need to be in their faces. Anywhere, anyhow they're looking out for you. Anyway, that's selling property for sale, you are there. Oh, how to buy land in Enugu, you are there. How do I know that this land is genuine in Enugu? You are there. Right? Properties for sale in Enugu. You are there too. Right? So these are ways you can take advantage. So these are the things we discussed in the previous Thursday. And then last Thursday we discussed about further on how we discussed further on critical steps to also make the most out of this ever period. And we said number one is by having a goal. You need to set a clear goal for this period. So this period, how much do I want to make? How much commission do I want to make? Right? Please, if you are still following me, sorry, I'm running fast. If you're still following me, let me know in the comment section if you can hear me and see me clearly. Also, let me know in the comment section. All right, drop the fire emoji as well if you are still following, right? So we talked about one of the ways that you can also make the most out of this period is by setting a clear goal. Make your goal clear, right? Set realistic goal. Please don't set unrealistic goal. And you say that if it's an unrealistic goal, it shuts down your mind. You're saying, "Oh, I want to make 100 million by end of this month or end of this year." Meanwhile, you have not even touched 1 million, right? And you have not. So by the time you are doing that, deep down in your mind, this is not me. Right? But it is good when you make it. So a goal, set a goal that is realistic, that is attainable, and that is achievable, right? So if you have that goal, it's better to set a goal and crush it and move to a higher one than setting an unrealistic goal that you can never achieve, right? In fact, unrealistic goal makes you weary, like you become tired. You try small time, you are tired. But if you have a specific goal, oh, I want to make this amount this month, it keeps you going. So we also talked about how you are going to break down this goal. Now you have set this goal. This is the amount I want to make by this December, right? You break it down. How many months is remaining before the year runs out? You break it down to months, then break it down to weeks. Because it's now this your goal that will help you to run every single day. That will determine your activity every single day, right? So set your goal, make it realistic, and then break it down. Now that you have decided on the goal, how do you want to achieve it, right? How many properties am I going to sell to make this 1 million naira in just a month? Or if you have set a 5 million naira goal, how much properties am I going to sell to be able to make this 5 million naira, right? So we talked about it because these are little things that will help you to make the most out of this period. Do you know what makes people to lag? Because they don't have a goal. And again, they don't have a clear goal of what they want. If you start having a clear goal of what you want, you will see yourself on your feet every day. But if you don't have a goal, nothing is even pushing you. That's what we talked about. Why? Nothing is even pushing you. Okay, you are living in your uncle's house, they are still giving you money, they are still feeding you. You are still okay with it. Nothing is shaking you, right? We don't have access to pay. Hunger have not sat you down. So many things have not happened to you. Still, nothing is pushing you, you are just there. You don't see yourself, flowing with the day. Right? right? You just see yourself flowing with it anyhow they like, which is that would make sense or not, right? But if you have something and say, oh, I must get this done, you see yourself moving, and that is even when you become a better person by doing it. Now, what God helps you to do is that it doesn't only help you to achieve your goal, but helps you to become a better person. It's the person that you become in achieving that goal is even the most, right? So you need to have a clear goal. Allow don't allow carelessness and maybe laziness to take you out from achieving what you're supposed to achieve, right? And that is why you need to model some people, right? That are already doing good and see the kind of deals. That is why sometimes I used to look at one of the people that ginger me to keep doing Eden Oasis. Then I go to her page and then I see the kind of deals she closed. I feel like, see that I think playing right here. So when you see Eden Oasis, yes. So when she sells luxury clothes, she sells luxury properties. And when you go to her page, you see 5 plots and just sold 5 plots of macaroons. Macaroons is selling like around 1 and something million per plot, per 500 square feet. And somebody just said, just sold 5 plots. Right? And you are here, they're begging you to do something. Right? So you need to have a goal. You need to have a goal. And when you have a goal, make it very clear, very specific. See, one of the ways that can help you go higher is silence your phone. One of the things that can make you go higher, even when you're starting out, is by having a goal. See, if you have a goal, you keep pursuing it, you keep wanting to break that. So we've talked about having a goal and how we can achieve it. Right? Are we following? Yes. So we also talked about that we should avoid the 9 to 5 work mentality, right? When you already have a goal, you already know how you are going to achieve it, and then you are not making excuses for you not to do those things that you're supposed to do, right? So when you have excuses, if you start living the life of excuses, you never achieve anything. Okay, you decided that you're going to do this, right? And then next thing, something came up, and you now made the excuse and then feel relaxed. What happens is that you can never achieve anything. And result does not come by excuses. Result does not come by excuses. If you watch a lot of successful people so far, none of them said, oh, I wanted to, so that I decided to do real estate. But my grandmother now broke her leg. And then my pastor now said we should take her to the hospital. And from there, like that. So nobody ever achieved anything by excuses. Right? It's either you make excuse or you make money. You can't make both at the same time. You can't make both at the same time. Right? And that is why you should, by all means, it's not easy. By all means, avoid excuses. Now you've said that, oh, I want to make 3 posts, let's say weekly, and then you ended up making 1 post, and then you're trying to prove a point. You're trying to make an excuse why you were not able to make 3 posts weekly. And you know that it's from these 3 posts that you are able to attract people to yourself. Right?
Yeah.
This is a 3 posts. Now, what happens is that when you drop to only 1 post, and in fact, sometimes you will not even post at all. What happens is that the algorithm drops and nobody gets to see you, and you keep making excuses till you are just in that state, right? But if you've decided you're going to make these 3 posts weekly, whether rain is falling, the sun is shining, you're making that post. What happens is that every day is compounding, is compounding, is building up, is building up, is building up, is building up, till it will even get to the right audience that is going to call you, or the right person that is going to call you, and you get to achieve a result, right? Now, remember that sales, you cannot control where sales come from, right? But you can control the activity that brings the sales, right? And that is why you don't have to play with your activity as a real estate consultant, right? You don't have to play with your activity because you don't even know where your next thing is coming from. You can't control where the person is going. You can't even control the video the person is going to watch to call you, but you can control the amount of activities, amount of things you put out there, right? Like, I know you might have heard these stories over time. One of the videos that brought me clients, even the client brought more referrals to me, was one video that I made that they were fighting in the background. You know, cars were passing, a lot of things were happening, and I was still standing there saying, this property is selling for this so amount, and I couldn't control that somebody is going to watch that video and call me. In fact, I think I later deleted that video somehow. One of the videos, because there were about 2 videos I made that day. One that was really worse. That one, in fact, the women were fighting in the bathroom. Me, I never care. I was there making my videos. Right? But in that video that someone even called and told me that he saw the women fighting in the bathroom. Right? To see you. I did not put out the content. Now, if you now give yourself 1,000 reasons why you're not going to make that video that particular, you don't know that whether it's that video that the person is even waiting for them to call you. In fact, one of the videos that I was looking up this that time I was so shy that I can't even look at the camera when I'm making my video. I just place the camera and go. I'll be looking up the scene and be talking. I'll be looking up because I can't even face myself on the camera, right? I was so shy. Then somebody now watched that video, and that video I was talking about me. The guy watched the video and called me. He said, I want to look it up. And it was from that looking up that he trusted to buy from me, right? And with time, I got better. That is what keep making it. When there is a will, right? So if you don't do it, your will is your will, right? Nobody can force you and say, oh, you must make this possible. It's you yourself that will decide on your own, and I'm going to do this. And if you keep making excuses for yourself, you will not go far, you will not achieve results, you will not become successful, right? People can only use you as an example when you are successful, right? So if you are not doing what you're supposed to do, or you're not doing what you're supposed to do, regardless of any challenge or any circumstance, then you're not going to achieve results. Right? When I shared one story last time, there was this group informed and we did a 30 days challenge. And even despite how hectic my day would be, sometimes I will come back so tired. I will set my ring light and make the video. If you watch the video, you look at my eyes. My eyes are entered inside. I look so stressed on the video. But I'll put it out there and someone will be like, thank you for making this video. Thank you for sharing. And you know what? The person will be like, I will definitely contact you. You see comment like that. I will definitely contact you. So, so because I did those videos regardless, and that period, in fact, that period used to have back-to-back inspections and so many things to attend to, and I'll come back so stressed, and I'll still set my ring because I know that I said that whether the weather is good or whether the weather is bad, whatever the weather, I will weather the weather, right? I was ready to weather the weather right that time. So despite I had every reason not to do those videos. Right? I had I'm just coming back. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm, oh, I need to bath. Oh, I need to do this. I wear my clothes like that, set my ring. I must shoot that video before I sleep or I go any other thing, right? And when you see this thing, like, this get on the ginger past myself, right? Even your body self will start respecting you, right? When you conquer those things, they will start respecting you. They will start saying, oh, she can do it. And next thing, your body will become so flexible to adapt to that kind of changes. Somebody like our coach Cash will say that he doesn't sleep until he closes a deal. He doesn't sleep. So imagine a billionaire telling you that he doesn't sleep. Why are you sleeping? Yes. Why are you sleeping? Right? I mean, you cannot be like him, but the point is that do what you say you are going to do. There is no excuse. There's no, just eliminate every excuse. And to say that at the end of that challenge, that week, before the end of the challenge, I started getting calls. And like I had back to back in straight 1 week, I was selling like almost every day. I was closing this like almost every day, right? So where would that result come from if I had not put those things, if I had not put those efforts and eliminate those excuses? And it will not bring you money. You will just keep wishing. Oh, I wish I can sell 5 floors of this. You're not doing anything. You're just wishing, right? But when you're wishing it, you plan towards it and you're taking action as you should. Then you see the results. Amen? Amen. So are we following so far? So these are the things we've talked about. So these are the ways you can leverage on this ember period and make the most out of it. See, if you take action on these things we are saying, you see, December or this period, you will not run out of sales, right? That by that period that people are coming back. One thing you will not know is that by now people are already saving contact to call you by that time. Now, if you're showing up, how will they save your number? They only call those that they have been seeing. Now, if they are not seeing you, how will they call you? They will not call you at all. But if they are seeing you, you see one client can arrange with 3 other realtors. How will they contact you if you don't post take post the videos and put yourself out there? So that I think that's enough for this ember period. So quick, just to how you can leverage property launch and insurance. What's that? Some people too do. So how you can leverage, sorry, I took much time to describe. Property launch / inspection.
to make sales. How to leverage property launch / inspections to make sales as a realtor. How many of us have seen the property that we recently launched? We are aware, right? Those online, hope we are still following. If you know we've launched new properties, also indicates. And on Saturday, being 14th of September, we'll be visiting those sites. Now, today I'll just how you can leverage on this property launch and then to make sales as a realtor, right? What property launch? Property launch is basically where company launches out a particular property in the market, introduces a particular property in the market for sale, right? And how do you take advantage of that property launch? How many of us saw the anticipation logo we created? Well, soon, right? This is part of marketing. That is why, as a realtor, you're a marketer. You should think like a marketer, right? We did that just to create the curiosity about these properties. And for you as a realtor too, you can do that for your clients too. Create the curiosity about that particular property to them, right? People were like, how much? That anticipation, how much? Where is it located? All of that, blah, blah, blah. So these are marketing strategies, right? So you can helps you to create curiosity to the minds of your audience. And you know what happens is that once they're anticipating, once they're looking out for that property, they want to know how much, they want to see whether they can invest. And the truth is that clients or people like to buy new properties. When you tell them that this thing is new, they'll be like, I would like to be among the first people, right? So this is so today we'll just be sharing on how you can leverage on that to make sales. So number one thing you can do for this property launch is to create curiosity. Create curiosity about the property. Create curiosity about the property. Announce it. Make it known, right? Then in creating curiosity, next thing you can talk about is maybe the location where the property is. What are the attractions there? So you talk about the locations. Listening, you're creating also curiosity about the location, right? You're creating curiosity about the location. What are the things that are going to happen there? The government project, announce it, make it, let them feel it, right? So these are the ways you can, attract people to buy that property. Now, when it is now fully launched out, that is when we are talking about the general inspection, right? When it is now fully launched out, you need to see the place, right? So now we remember we had something like sales anatomy, right? And we said the sales start from what? From you, the realtor, you. The next thing the realtor looks for what? The property. Does his or her due diligence before selling, right? The next thing is promotion / advertising. We are running down through sales anatomy. That is right. Sales anatomy. So after you have promoted, next thing is that you go for inspection. Somebody have indicated right? The client have indicated after you have promoted the property, client have indicated you take them for inspection. Next is what? So the inspection goes well, you know, the client now makes what? Payment. And after payment comes documentation. Then number 6 is allocation, right? And then lastly is possession. So this is how or land transaction goes, right? This first it start from you as a realtor. You go out there, look for property. Now we have found the property. You promote the property. Next thing is going for inspection. Next thing, the client is making payment, get his document. Then possession. This is where the sales close. Sale does not end after payment. And that is where some realtors are. Some realtors, once their client makes payment, they don't even send the client again. You will never follow up for documentation and all of that. But this is actually where till tomorrow, till the client, except the client doesn't work with you like that. But this is where the close possession. I was telling somebody the other day that this real estate business, is lifetime thing, right? So imagine somebody bought land from you this 2024, and the client did not take possession. You know, anytime he still want to see his land, he's calling you. Anytime he want to do anything on that land, he's calling you. Even when he started doing something on the land, they are still calling you until they're not really moving. I have a client that is building somewhere in one of the properties I sold to her. And even when they started stealing her stuff from the property, she still called me. She said, "That's my site. It's like the workers there used to steal my." You see, you are still there. You are still there. So, except you disconnected maybe somehow from the client, but you are still in the business. So till the client possess, and until she possesses or he possesses his property before your name is out from her mouth or his mouth. If not, anytime, any day, he still want to go. I had a client that sometimes coming. I got can we go and see that my land on Sunday? We have done allocation, no, shall see the land. But he still call me. Oh, can we still go and see this land Sunday? Right? Still there. Because I'm not taking possession. That's why she'll keep worrying you, right? So this is actually where the sales end, right? So let's take note that sales does not end after payment. It's not when you get your commission, you disappear. And if you stay true for them, they will always refer you. That is it. So now we've talked about this sales anatomy. We're talking about inspection, right? Now you have promoted a. Why is inspection important? What is inspection, first of all? Inspection is basically going to see the property, right? Either as a client or as. Now we are discussing this in respect to as a realtor. So as a realtor, why is inspection important? Why is inspection important? Number one, it helps you to understand the property. Because when you get to the property, you understand the nature of the property. It helps you to understand the nature of the property, whether it's a table land, whether it's a hilly land, whether it's, it helps you to understand. And number two, it also helps you to understand the area. Yeah, the area, the landmarks. Area, landmarks. Distance. Right? Inspection is very important too. That's Most times I cannot sell a property I've not seen because I don't know how to even describe it to the client. And so understanding the area, it helps you to understand the area. You understand the landmarks. So how many minutes from here? You understand the distance. What is the distance from Enugu town to this? What is the distance from it from airport to this? So it helps you understand and know clearly the distance, the area, and as well the nature of the property, right? Then inspection also builds your confidence. And that's why, so it builds your confidence. When you understand all of this, when you explain it to a client, you see that your mouth is not shaking. You are describing it with all authority, and the person will know, oh, I know this place. So that is why it is good when you go for inspection, you understand the area, you know what is before the property and what is after the property, right? Because it will describe it to your prospects. It is in your description that the person will sense that, oh, you really know this place. But if you don't know the place, you can't describe it. And what happens is that the client leaves you to another person that knows the place. I've described the property before to a client, and the client told me that he's from that village. But the way I described it to him, it was not like, wow, Jacinta, you even know this place. You even know my village past me. Do you understand? So because I've visited that place often, and I've understand the area, I've understand the trend of development going on in that place, right? I've understand everything. I was able to sell the place to him. And it is in describing that you're selling the place to the person, right? It is in describing this location, the trend, the development trend, the area and everything to the person that you're actually selling the place to the person. But if you don't, how will you describe that? You will not have confidence. You will not be like, and some people, they will not say the truth that they have not visited there. Instead of them to tell the client, oh, sir, I've not visited there, but just give me so time, let me go there, and I'll come back and give you a review, right? Some people will not visit there. They will not start lying. And when you lie to clients, it's even the worst, right? To be hard for you to close a client that you lied to, right? So it is always good that you visit, you go for inspections. And that's why when I started real estate, I never joked with inspection. In fact, inspection also helps you to take charge of the property. There's this saying that says if you visit a land often, you can sell the land, right? If you visit an estate often, there's a tendency for you to sell that place because you're becoming acquainted with the property and you're beginning to like the property, right? That is why you cannot sell a property that you don't like. That is a fact. You cannot sell it. See, if you are saying, oh, this place, you are saying no to your mind that you cannot sell this place. And because of the way you are saying it, you cannot boldly describe it to a client or to a prospect asking you about that property. And that is why you are wondering what happened. It started from you. And that is why when we describe sales anatomy, it is beginning from you. So when you see the location, it helps you to take charge of the place. Oh, you decide to like the place because you have to make money out of it, right? So this is why inspection is very important. And that's why I don't understand realtors that don't go for inspection. On your own, you can companies make provisions, you still cannot go for inspection. So how do you now want to make the sale? How do you now want to describe to people? Right? Because it is in the confidence you use in describing this property to the person that the person buys. So and there are two things that happen. Either you are selling a client or the client is selling you. So it's either the client is closing on you or you're closing on the client. So if you have not visited the property, you cannot be able to close on the client. The client will not be telling you reasons why he's not going to buy from there. Because the client will be from assumption that somebody have told him. But if you had visited the estate, you have visited the property, you begin to explain to him, this is the development. So this is how development is moving in this place. It is moving from like this, and very soon it will get to this property, right? It's because you have visited the place and you're describing, you will make the client or the prospect to understand the nature of that place and what attractive on that place, right? Because what we are selling, especially for land banking properties, is usually projection. So if you don't visit a property, how will you project? Right? How will you understand a trend? How will you project? So, right, so you need to visit properties. So these are the importance of inspection. As a realtor, make sure you go for inspection. Visit the location that you are selling. Step your foot to that place. Look at the property. Ask yourself, how am I going to market it? It is when you get to the property that you understand how you are going to market it, right? Despite that you have seen the video and all of that. So inspection also helps you to understand the going on in that area. Take, for instance, now we know that major attraction there is that construction of road. And we know the value of road in Nigeria, even in anywhere. A land that is accessible is going to be higher and appreciate faster than a property or a land that is not accessible. That alone, you're already seeing it that there is already road construction going on there. And there's tendency for that place to appreciate over time because of that road construction. And you know what happens in construction? Once the project moves from one phase to another, that's how the value of properties in that location is also moving from one phase to another, right? So what happens is that when you visit a location, you understand how you are going to market. I'm saying all of this now because I've already visited the property. I've seen I've seen what is going on. And anytime anybody comes in here to ask me about, I can literally tell you, I'll sell you off on it immediately because I already know what is obtainable there, because I can give you the projections of what is happening there, right? So you too should be able to do that. You too should be able to do that. I remember one of the properties we sold back then in 2022. I used to visit this property like mad. Like, anytime I'm not doing anything, I've already entered Keke. I'm going to that place. I will stay there. I made videos of that place such a way that anytime that somebody call me, oh, I want to ask you about, I'll drop. Once you don't drop my mic, I'll take my own mic and finish the work, right? So that is the joy or the effects of inspections, right? So now, what are the things you need to do before going for the inspections? What are the preparations you need to make? Because inspection is also an income producing activity, right? Inspection is an income producing activity because it also generates leads, right? Because when people see you in the property, you make a video, they see that you're in this business, you are sourcing out property for them. Oh, you really know what you are doing, right? So what are the things you need to do, or what are the preparations you need to make before going for inspection? Number one thing I want to say is very funny. Number one thing is that you need to eat. I know you're not expecting it, you never expect it. You need to eat. Now, which of the sell land? Right? Unless they are fasting, right? But you need to eat. You need to eat. You need to eat because even they say you don't go to a negotiation table hungry. Yeah. So you need to eat, dress well, and then be able to talk. When you don't eat, to be spent. Okay, we are here today. You're breathing small, small. Everything is dropping your energy. So the thing will still affect other things, everything around you. Except you're fasting, you keep your energy high that you know that you're fasting. The Lord is your strength, right? Or if you're not fasting, make sure you eat. And so it is very important, please, because people don't pay attention to this. And that's why we are taking our time to discuss it. Nobody's going to share this with you anywhere. It's not Googleable at all. But we're telling you this out of what? Experience, right? So number eat. Then number 2, you need to look good. You need to dress well. Now, don't say because you are going for inspection, you now decide to look like a hunter or a farmer. Sorry, I was not coming for you. My bad. Right? Because you are going for inspection doesn't mean you now you dress. Don't dress well, right? Because when you're making your video, people still sees you. And people are looking beyond what you are saying. They are still looking at your dressing. And if you don't look good, it's telling another story, right? So you try to look good. Even trying to dress casual, don't dress over casual. Don't decide that, that day because you are going for inspection, decide to wear slippers. Decide that as if you dress like you are going to the market. Please look good. This because you dress well, it will also build your confidence. How you even talk, when you dress well, you wear your sneakers, if you are going for site, you will even wear your, because it's raining now. You can wear your side boot and all of that. Look sharp, right? So dressing well is very important. Right? Don't say because you are going for inspection, it's just inspection and you're not going with a client. Meanwhile, you are going there that clients will see, right? People will watch and call you. And when they now watch the video and they're now seeing a different person, are you sure this? And you're mentioning millions in the video, right? You're not saying, come and buy. He's selling. It's in real estate that they'll call 50 million. Just 50 million, right? And it's still that just though. Just 100 million. And you're looking like 1K. Sorry, my bad. But you have to dress well. Don't look over casual. Look good. Look presentable. Right? Look presentable. Then, number 3. You need to charge your phones. I don't know why people are laughing. These things are little things that we overlook, that will affect the outcome of what we want, right? We overlook, charge your phone. As simple as that. I don't know what will be a realtor, you don't have power bank. Your phone will be off, and then you start looking for who you borrow phone from. If you come near me at right? So please, this is very important. Make sure that your phone is charged. Clear every memory. If your phone does memory full, you don't want to be video and maybe you are flowing. This property, and your phone will just come in. Bam, storage full. Right? So it's very annoying. And that alone have always changed your mood. And you change everything. Whatever you want to do for that day is already scattered with these little things. Things that are very little, but they are very important. Make sure your phone is charged. Clear your storage. Make sure if your phone goes down too much, have a power bank. Right? And that is why I always encourage everybody, if you start making money, please upgrade your phones, right? Treat the phone that brings the sale. How they say? There's something that Ryan Sand used to say. Say, treat the body that makes the money, right? once you start making money, make sure that you get a good phone, because that is your office too, right? Don't say, oh, why will I buy iPhone? Why will I do this one? Oh, why will I do this one? You are not seeing the need. But you watch other people's phone, watch other people's video, how clear they are, right? So once you start making money, also try to get a good phone for yourself. Are we following so far? So another thing is structure your video. I don't know how to, maybe structure your video, structure the content that you put out. So now you're planning to go for inspection. Think of content you can create around that property. Make sure you script it. If you are the type that doesn't remember things, right? You can prepare ahead of the inspection, right? So what people do sometimes is that when they get to site, they don't know what to say. They don't even know the video they are going to do. But when you sit down and plan for it, plan for the videos, like most times before I go to site, I'll watch a lot of videos and then script the kind of videos I want to make on site, right? What are the words I'm going to say? In fact, sometimes I even rehearse it in my house before coming out, right? These things will make you, when you get them, when people are saying, oh, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Time is going. But when you structure, when you plan for it, once you get to site, you get it done, right? When you get to the inspection ground, you get your videos done, and then it is better that way. It is always good. See, it's always good to plan for something, no matter how small it is. As little as inspection, going for general inspection to make videos, to make marketing videos. And you know that these videos are going to last you for a while, right? So for you to make these videos out, you need to sit down, plan the content, plan what you are going to say, plan on your hook, plan on your body video, and plan your everything, right? Structure it. Are we following so far?
Yes.
So now that you have done all this, and the next thing, we are done with preparation. So we've talked about inspection, why inspection is important, what inspection is, and then we've talked about sales anatomy and all of that. Now we've talked about how to prepare for inspection, right? We are good, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you have planned, the next thing is okay. So when you have planned, please have questions going, can drop them at the comment section. And if you are here and you have questions, you also write it down so that we attend to it. So next thing is getting to site proper now. There are two types of videos you can do. Two types of videos. Number one is the one you make in person. That is the video that you hold like this, or somebody hold for you to make. You make a video in person. Then number two is the one that you make an overview video and put a voice over on it. So these are the two kind of video. Now, inspection helps you also to market yourself, right? When you get to site and you're making a video, you are marketing yourself, right? You are showing people that you are doing this, you are into this, and when you put it out there, they see that, oh, you're a realtor. I mean, I wanted to say, what is a map without, what is an African map without a Madagascar? So what is a realtor without inspection, right? So when you go for inspection, it is an opportunity for you to market yourself, right? That is where you make your videos and then talk about yourself, talk about the property and all of that, right? So you make a video either in person or an overview video. Now, it is good you make these videos because it will show that you are doing this, right? And it's good also you carry the clients along if it is possible. As I live in your house, oh, today we are going to see so properties, then you get to site, you get to maybe the office where we are explaining the property, you make your videos as well, show them the map and everything. When you get to site, oh, we are now in site, maybe you can also show the drive-through, driving to the place. This is just like carrying the clients along, right? So carrying the clients along or carrying the prospect along. See, people like, I'm a to watch. They like, see, anyhow you put it, watch it, right? So make sure you carry the client along. Here you can do it using the overview video because most times the backgrounds are noisy. So all you need to capture the moment. When they're explaining the property, you capture it, you can capture drive-through, capture the overview of the property, and then merge all of them together and then put it out there. Right? That is another form of video you can do. Now, on doing the video proper, if you are making the video in person, right? You know, when you're making a video like this, where will you be looking at? Yes, we are supposed to be looking at the camera, but there's a lens here. There's a small lens here. When you look at your phone, every phone has it. Yes, so that is where you're supposed to be looking at when you are making a front camera. At that lens, what happens is that it becomes like you're an albino. You know what happens? Sorry for mentioning it, but sometimes what happens is that you are looking at the camera, but when the person is watching it, you're looking away from the person. You know, so if you are here and this eye is there, right? It will look so unprofessional, right? So sometimes we are tempted to be admiring ourselves. Maybe you have made up and then you're looking at yourself. Then instead of you to focus on the camera, when you now upload the video, you see that you are looking away, but this is where you're supposed to look at. So you should take note of this when you're making your videos on site, especially when you're making the video yourself, right? Look at the camera. Even when somebody is holding camera for you, you are not just looking at the person on his forehead. Look at the camera. Look at this place, this lens, right? Look at the lens because that is where, when you edit the video, you see the focus. That is where the focus is, right? Are we following so far?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So when you want to make, I've talked about your camera. Next thing is choosing a good background. When you are making your video, look for your background. Now, when people are watching your video, they are not just watching you, they're also, your background communicating a message to them. If you now face a bush, I say, how will I buy this? Right? That is why it's always advised that choose a road, you face it, or if there's a dozer, you can stand behind the dozer, or if there's a clearing, something like that, just right. Background. Don't go and stand on the bush. They will leave, they will not enter the bush and then stand and start making videos. What are you communicating? So, in as much as bush, but you also communicate, put the projection in their mind that this place is also developing. And that's why I like to stand on the road. And sometimes when I'm making video, when I'm standing on the road, you see some of my videos. One woman bought property for me because she saw a bike pass on the road when I was in a video. So I've been showing her some property. She wanted a land banking property. I've been showing her a lot of properties. She did not agree to buy. So when I saw that video, when I was making the video, a bike man passed, another one and a car passed, you know. She was not like, hey, Jacinta, people are living around here, right? That is what my background communicated to her. And at that time, I didn't even stress myself again. I said, right? How will I pay for this one? Because my background communicated to her that there is movement. here. There is life here. So when people don't see life in the location, they'll feel that this place you go tell, right? So that's when you want to make it, especially on inspection ground, choose a good background. Choose a background. If there's a road there, stay on the road. If there's no road, if there's a, what is it called, signboard, you can face just like I'm the signboard, they're seeing the background, right? At least the background is telling them that, oh, they're going to develop this place, right? So always look for a good background that will communicate, because all these things we are saying is basically for you to market, right? And if you don't take care of all these things, it will affect your outcome. People will say, oh, just like this example I just gave, that the woman did not buy because she wasn't seeing any life or any action or anything around the property. So those things actually matter. The next thing is your audio. Your audio. See if you get money from real estate, make sure you get all the equipment that is helping you. Buy mic if you can afford it. Buy my mic, because when you are communicating, you want to be heard clearly. In fact, there was this video I made, and that time I bought one mic. That mic cost a lot. I bought the mic. One man called me to tell me that he was not even seeing me clearly, but he was hearing my voice, right? That is what your audio should do. You should work on your audio. If you can get all those lapel mics. I think I don't know how much they are now. You can get those lapel mics. Then if you have money, you can get a bigger ones like this or other ones. I mean, good ones that can amplify your voice, right? Because sales is what? Energy. It's the energy that you pass, the enthusiasm that you the video that will make people call you, right? So when you're making your video, make sure that your audio is clear. Make sure that your energy is high, right? Even when you're feeling down, don't say, oh, I'm excited to be here today, I'm about to share. Meanwhile, your energy is down. But when you come with that energy, you see that people buy. It's from the way you present it that people will feel attracted to you to buy that property. So sometimes, there's this one of the things that helped me sell one property that time, Monique. I stood on the road and was like, owning a land along the expressway is a big flex. So one of the prospects that bought from that property, he took that line I said, and wrote to me and tested me on my inbox. I said, owning a land in the express is a big flex. And because of the end I communicated it, he now found it interesting. So always find a way to make what you are saying interesting, right? Find a way. And one of the ways to make it interesting is by your energy. When you feel good, make it feel good. Make it good. Make it look interesting to them. And it's from your energy. Brian Sand would say, change your energy and change your word. If you change the way you feel, if you change your energy, you see you also change your sales, right? So sales is energy. Amplify your voice. Use energy when you are making your videos. So these are the things you will be doing, or the necessary things you need to do on site when you go for inspection. Now coming to the making of the video proper. So in making the video, we have the what? The hook. We have the body, and we have the word call to action. Now, my hook on that video was owning a property along the express is a big flex, right? That's the hook. So that's why I said before you go for inspection, plan on your hook, plan on what you need to say on site, so that when you get there, for what you will say. Hook. What is hook? Hook are those attention-grabbing statements that make people to stay through to your videos. I know now that our attention is very hard to grab right now. Right? I was watching, there was this video we were watching the other day on TikTok. I was just swiping, and then I got focused in one video, and after I just saw it, then my colleague was like, I thought you were going to watch that video to the end. And then I went back, said, nah. So that time I now say, that is to say, to get people's attention right now is very, very hard. So for people to stay glued, so that is why it's good you make it interesting. Find a hook. That's why you see people who start videos like, if you watch this video to the end, you get to see this. I use that a lot on my videos. If you, especially for on drive-through videos, I say, if you watch this video to the end, you're going to see a property that is going to make you huge money or huge ROI in, right? So always look for a hook. Look for a hook that you can use. Then body of your content is now the property description, right? The property description, that's where you describe where the property is located, the title, the plot size, and everything, right? The price, and if there is an offer, if there's a promo, that is where you bring on your promo, right? And if there's no offer, you can create offer for yourself. I mean, we've talked about how to create offers before. You can check the commission you want to make and know how much you can, and check how much you can, how much you're willing to let go, maybe to create an offer, to make a promo for your any offer for yourself. And then call to action. Call to action, this is where you tell them how they can reach you. Some people, after making videos, they will not call this number, they will just close, right? So these are the things that you need to do. And again, let me bring this here. Please, when you're addressing people on your video, address people as a human being, as one person, because it's one person that is one per time, right? When people say, hello guys, who are the guys? How many of them are the guys, right? When you are saying hello guys, so when you are talking, oh, hello there, that's why people use saying hello there, because they're trying to address to you, right? Hello there, this is that, right? So saying, see people say, hello guys, this is, or hello smart investors. I know you're trying to make people feel they are smart, right? But communicate, it is better you communicate to people as a human being, right? Just like when I come to Mr. Emmanuel now, and I say, hello guys, we are here today to show you. Meanwhile, on your video, so what people don't understand is that, yes, as far as you are communicating to the public, but also know that it's people that they are watching you per time, per person. So I'm here watching you, another person is there watching you, right? So these are different ways. So let us learn how to address people properly on why we are making our videos. Are we following so far?
Yes.
All right, for those online, if you are still following, let me see the strategy on the comment section as we wrap up for today. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Is any question from those watching online? That's for that question. This is where we ending for today. So Thursday we'll be going for our general inspection today. Why am I saying Thursday again? Saturday we'll be going for general inspection in our newly launched properties at Owo. The time is 10 a.m. or exactly 10:30, because we'll be describing the place and all of that before we leave. And then you can practice all this we have said on Saturday, right? And we have said that leverage to make sales as a realtor. And today we also discussed a rundown of what we have discussed so far on how you can make this period. I made us to understand that this is a planning season and you don't have to go to sleep right now. This is a time to plan. This is a time to make all the content that you can make. This is a time for position yourself out there for the season, right? So with that, I'll be dropping the mic right now for today. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Thank you, Ibiam. Thank you. I don't know. I used to forget your name. Victor. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Kem. Thank you, Emmanuel. Holy Land. I mean, Holy Hills. Ugu this. Thank you, Roy. Thank you, Sugar. Thank you, Obi. And then thank you, Chooks. And the man behind the camera. Thank you all for this today. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Very much, Jay. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Good morning again. Good morning again. Right, so straight up, you've heard a lot. Spring into action. Inspection is on Saturday, so for those of us that will be coming around, please make sure to implement all that you've heard, especially the scripting part. That part happens a lot. You'll be talking to someone, let's try not to make sure that doesn't happen on Saturday. Script, plan, the scripting part especially, so that you can deliver and deliver very well, okay? All right, with that being said, thank you once more, Jacinta, and those of you following online, thank you for following up until this very point. For those who would love to join the Browder Realtors, it's going to be dropped in the comment section, so just go in there, click on the link, and then be taken to the group. You can join us and see our property listings and be kept up to date with all that we are doing. And if you hope to join or want to join Realtor School, the link will be dropped in the comment section down below for you as well, so you can click and join Realtor School and become a superstar and professional realtor. With that being said, I'm excited for what I'm about to say right now. I'm very, very much excited, and you should be excited as well. I'm about to talk about something that is coming up very soon. Please just put your hands together first. One DJ I know, and I got back on the church. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the Southeast Realtors Conference and Awards that's coming up again this year. Last year's one was mind-blowing, and this year's one promises to be way better. Better sounds better than better. Better. It sounds better than better. Yes, what I mean is going to be really, really good. So plan, prepare. It's happening at Amadio Event Center on the 8th of November this year, and it promises to be mind-transforming, not just mind-blowing. There are lots of speakers that are coming. Follow us on our social media platforms. We are dropping information on it on the Browder Global page. We are dropping information on it back to back. Let you know who will be coming, keeping you up to date with our panelists down to the speakers. So just keep following. And it's very important that we say this, we let you know this. In as much as the attendance is free, but registration is compulsory. So on that day, what would ensure that you pass, you enter, is the fact that you are registered. So please register. Go to www.realtorsconference.com to register. I'll take it again, www.realtorsconference.com to register and get started from there. All right, so once you register, every other thing, you'll be given every other information you need. So please make sure you do that. And then I must say as well, last year it was a corporate event. You're to dress corporately. Let me say that you're to dress corporately. You're to dress corporately. Steve, you're with me, right? So yes, please dress corporately, dress smart, dress good. It's going to be a high frequency event, right? So please come ready for it. With that being said, keep following us on our social media platforms so you can get all the updates that you need regarding real estate and regarding our forthcoming conference. Inspection is Saturday. Come prepared, come ready. First timers, no first timers today. Right, Sugar, am I forgetting anything? With that being said, thank you so much, each and every one of you, for coming today. Thank you for coming. It's good to see your faces again. Thank you for being all stitched up, looking all prim and proper, looking all demure. It's good to see all of you looking so good. Please, let's implement. Obama said online that the part that was important for her was to eat before coming. Yeah. Eat before coming. Those days they'll say chop makanya, eat makanya. So eat so you have the energy to do all of that. And then for me, the takeaway is scripting. I've already started script. While she was talking, I used AI to help do some things and put some things in place. And with that being said, make sure you make good use of this information. See you same time, same station next week. Thank you very much.